a little bit about how you encountered difficulties when it comes to winning and stuff like that. So, what do you think what was like one of the biggest causes for the situation to play out as it did while in Loud?
Qual pro player que você acha que tem mais mira bruta no Valorant atualmente? Mira bruta?
A Riot divulgou o próximo pacote de skins que chegará no Valorant, e o FRZ deu uma entrevista falando sobre o MIBR para esse kickoff. Já pensou em ter acesso a diversos cursos feitos por pessoas que manjam do jogo? A Neverest tem cursos produzidos por grandes personalidades do cenário especialmente para você, além de aulas específicas para cada agente, para você aprender tudo sobre seu main em todos os mapas, tanto no ataque quanto na defesa. E ainda tem uma ferramenta que mostra pixels do seu agente favorito em todos os mapas, de maneira bastante simplificada. E você também tem direito a uma análise de POV mensal feita por um coach profissional para ver se você aprendeu tudo certinho. Tudo isso e muito mais você encontra na Neverest. Usando o cupom SMOKEMID15 você tem 15% de desconto, o link vai estar aqui na descrição. Fala galera, tudo bem com vocês? Durante um live recente, o Saci foi questionado sobre qual pro player, na opinião dele, teria a mira mais bruta do Valorant, saca só?
Esse jogo ainda, hein, Netinho? Valeu, mano. Qual pro player que você acha que tem mais mira bruta no Valorant atualmente? Mira bruta? Cara, eu acho que o ASPAS ele tem uma mira muito rápida. O reflexo dele é surreal. Mas mira bruta de mira parada assim, mano, eu acho que é o Demon One, mano. Tanto que a sense dele é baixíssima, né? É o 0.2, 800 dpi, eu acho. 600 dpi, 0.1, uma coisa assim.
We gonna play gay?
A do Les? O Les tem uma mira boa também, mano. O Les tem uma mira paradinha boa, mas é que a do Demon One é uns flick muito bruto, mano. Uma sense muito baixa, tá ligado? Meu, bizarro. Assim.
I can flash.
Nessa quarta-feira, a Riot anunciou o novo pacote de skins que chegará no Valorant. Será o Zero Fang. O pacote consiste em uma Vandal, uma Ghost e uma faca. Também vem com card, chaveiro e spray. E tem 4 níveis de animações para as armas, 2 níveis para as facas e 3 variantes. Seu preço será de 6.355 VPs e será lançada nessa quarta-feira. Mas e aí, o que acha da nova coleção? Deixa nos comentários. E lembrando que o melhor lugar para você comprar os VPs para adquirir o pacote é no reidoscoins.com.br. Lá você irá encontrar o Valorant Points no precinho. O link vai estar aqui na descrição. O jornalista Pedro Romero está fazendo uma sequência de entrevistas com diversos jogadores para o kickoff. E recentemente ele entrevistou o ASPAS e o FRZ. Legendamos aqui para vocês as duas entrevistas.
What's the experience like for you so far, being with your new team for 2024?
I'm excited. I want to see how the stage is going to perform on stage. So we're gonna see this in 17 in our first match, and I want to see how everyone in the team is going to deal with the pressure that is going to be playing on stage. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm very excited to play my first match with the new team.
Of course. What made you want to go to Leviathan as your next team?
It's something that I already said before. One of the main reasons that I chose Leviathan was the fact that I was looking for a team that could make me world champion again. So I basically wanted a team that could win. Other thing that weighted a lot was the fact that I wanted a team with a good environment. I wanted like a friendly environment.
What were your expectations when it came to then you playing alongside King Mazzino and then Tex, and now much more recently Calm, and how's those expectations compared to the reality?
I think it matched my expectations. I'm very happy with like how things are going. Like the structure, the food. I'm very happy with all the things here in LA. So I'm very excited to play, and I want to play soon.
Did you live in like in Argentina or during the off
Uh,
season?
Most of the time I was in Brazil. I spent like I think 2 weeks in Argentina that we were doing a boot camp, and then I spent some time in Brazil, and then I went to Madrid for 1 month for a boot camp, and then I went back to Brazil, and then I came to Los Angeles.
Interesting. You brought up your time in Madrid for that boot camp. What was that What was that experience like for you?
It was really good. Uh, every time that I did a boot camp in Europe, the practice were really good because I like a lot the fact that Europe has a lot of good practice. Like you have a lot of different things that you can practice, so you can try out new stuff. You can play against a lot of different play styles because you have people from every single like place there. So there's a lot of play styles, and that is very cool for you because you can get some new stuff and you can try some new stuff as well.
A little bit about how you encountered difficulties when it comes to winning and stuff like that. So, what do you think was like one of the biggest causes for the situation to play out as it did while in Loud?
Was more because I wanted to like live a new journey in my life. I wanted to try something new. Like speaking another language was something that I wanted a lot. So I was learning English already. And I wanted to like play in a team speaking English. I wanted like having a new journey from my life, some new experience, and a new challenge for me as well.
What do you feel is the biggest challenge that you've encountered so far with your new team?
Hmm. I think it was the fact that I have like four new teammates, so it's not the same thing that was before. That my teammates already knew how I played, how was my play style, how we should play together. So it's basically the new journey that I said. Uh, I need to know how to play with my new teammates, and they need to know how to play with me because we are dealing with new play styles. Each one of them has a different play style that my old teammates had. They don't know my play style, so now we are all knowing each other play style and like living together and knowing how to play together.
In a system like that, um, how has it been for them to support you? You know, given you're the duelist, and how does that compare with how it was in Loud?
I think was a little bit the same in Loud. Like if you see you have a key information that can win the round, you need to do it. You are seeing the thing. Sometimes you are seeing something that the IGL can see because you are in one side of the map and the IGL can be in the other one. So you need to have the power to make this decision. So you need to do it. So for me, it's still something like normal. I think it's good that everyone has like the power to make a decision in the game, not only the IGL. This is something okay for me, and I like it. It's something that I like a lot.
How would you compare the IGLing between King, your current one, and also Sadak, your past one?
It's going good. Of course, the calls are different because they are different persons, so those things are different. And I think it's going good. So like I'm very excited to play in stage. The thing that I want the most right now is to have the first game with the C in the stage, so I can know like how things will go.
When you see all this anticipation building between your team and also your opponents for the group stage, does that kind of change, or does that give you more motivation to take them on when the time does come?
Sincerely, like the way I think is that I focus on the first thing that I have to do. So now I have a match against 100 Thieves. So now all my focus are on 100 Thieves. So I will prepare everything that I can, do my best against them, and I will do the same with the next team that I have. So I don't create expectations like I'm gonna win and I'm gonna play another team the next day. No, because if I lose, it's going to be different and it's going to be like a something bad to create so high the expectations and don't meet them. So I just focus on the first step that now is playing 100 tips. So all my focus are on playing 100 tips.
Do you pay attention to those kinds of expectations, anticipations, what people think about how this team will perform in the future?
I don't pay much attention to these things. Like I like to focus more on the inside of my team and to focus more on my teammates than focus on what people outside of the team is talking. Because the important thing for me is how my team is doing and not what the other people that is not from the team is saying that is happening.
What's your opinion on the changes to the game during the off season?
I loved it because they bring Icebox back and they bring Breeze back to the map pool as well. And they bring House back, Breeze House. And like House was a place that I always played and I love playing there. So Breeze was my favorite map, but they changed it, so it wasn't anymore. And now with House back is my favorite map again. So I'm very happy with those things. I like it, the Sky change because I'm a duelist and Sky was an agent that like will make my life harder. So like, I'm very happy with the changes. The fact that they put Breeze House back. I love Breeze House.
When you look at those kinds of arguments and conversations going on around the calendar year, what's your opinion of it?
I like it, the fact that difference from last year that was only two internationals, now we have three. Like in 22, we had three internationals as well. Now we have again. So this was one fact that I like it because like when you go to international, you are playing not in your home, you are playing in other country and you are having a new experience. You are like playing a new country. So I like it, the fact that they added like one more international again. Now we have more matches than last year as well. So I like it, the changes compared to last year.
Do you feel that kind of schedule for those good teams? Do you feel that kind of overwhelms you guys?
I think that the fact that the all the tournaments are so close now this year, almost like last year, but now you have more tournaments and all of them are close. You need to have a good environment with your teammates because you're gonna spend a lot of your time together. You are probably spending more time with them than with your family. So you need to have a good environment with them so you don't get burned out because the tournaments are so close. If they were more spread out, would be like easier for the players, but since it's like that, you need to have a good environment with your team because you're gonna spend a lot of time with them.
What are your expectations for Leviathan for this year, and also um, which team do you feel most wanting to face?
Hmm, For now, I think we're gonna need to keep like practicing to do our best. For me, individually, saying I want to be better than I was last year and the last 2 years, because one thing that I keep practicing always is for me to be better than I was before. So I wanna keep always be improving and try to be better than I was. So for this year, for me, I'm gonna try to be better than I was. I hope our team can do great as well. And I think that I want to face. I don't have one in mind because like right now all my focus are on 100 thieves.
I want to know, how have you been spending this off season, individual wise, for you, FRZ?
Uh, After the last year, I started working a lot on myself, on like my psychologic and also my body. Just started doing exercises and playing more the game. So I think that's basically what I did because I think last year that was a thing that I did not pay attention too much for doing like exercises and those stuffs. And now I know like how important this is to play better at the game, you know? So I think that's the thing that I change most.
What do you feel were the was the things that you feel affected you negatively during last season that you felt the need to improve upon during this off season and before the start of this season?
I think my routine last year wasn't that good. I mean, I didn't, I wasn't used to do exercises, and I didn't have a good sleep schedule. And also my food wasn't the best, like the way that I eat, the things that I eat, you know. So I think that kind of messed a little bit my performance, but of course wasn't just only that, you know, a lot of things, you know.
What do you feel was the biggest issues that affected the team's performance last season?
I feel like the problem that we had on the last team is that, I mean, we had players from different teams and we couldn't enter in the same page. Like we all felt about the game like a different way, and we were trying always to get on the same page, but the synergy wasn't there, you know? So I think that that was the main problem. Maybe we didn't have like the experience that we have today. Like we had some couple new guys like JCC, RGL, some guys that never been here like in international stage. So that might cost a little bit, but was just only the beginning, you know. So I think now everybody's just experienced and we are way more prepared now.
Artzin and also Mazine, and of course, how's it been playing with these people during the off season?
I think it's been great. They are also awesome players. They know a lot about the game. They are easy to talk and to say things to them. They are really acceptable. Like they understand the things that you said and the things that they do wrong. So it's going really great.
Has there been any difficulties when it comes to playing with a new roster? And what do you feel those kinds of issues are right now?
I think the issue that probably every single team has, every single new team has, sorry, is to to build a synergy. You know, that's something that you need time to build. But I think it's only thing. Yeah, just need time.
With Mazine being the new IG, I'm kind of curious on how you view the difference between having him, calling the shots with for the team compared to how it was with Maurice.
I think they are both great RGLs. I think the way Mazin thinks is similar to the way I think about the game. So that kind of can help us because I'm the second caller. So we talk a lot with each other on the game, and we think about the game like really similar. So I think that's the main difference.
Working with Mazine, what he does during matches. What has been one thing that surprised you so far?
I think his work ethic is really good. Like the way he prepares for scrims and other stuffs, and also his confidence and his leadership. I think that's a really good thing about him.
You had a new coach, a new assistant coach with that being fraud. Also been having him on board with the team, and what kind of ideas does he bring to the team in conjunction with Bazooka?
Oh, it's really great to have Fraud with us. He's a really experienced guy. He played before. He was like a legend in CS. So I think the main thing that he helped us is like to bring the fundamentals of the FPS. So he helped us a lot of that, like trading kills, like playing retakes and post plans and all those stuffs. He's helping us a lot.
There's been plenty of changes to the game, be it in map pool and in agent composition, agent utility, and I'm kind of wondering on how you view the current state of the game. And when I say that, I ask, what do you feel has been the most difficult thing in um, playing with a new version for this game this year so far?
I think like after the chamber meta was gone, everybody was trying to figure out a way of playing with operator. Some people were playing like with other champions on operator instead of Jet because Jet is not good on every single map. So we had like to we saw like some Sentinels guys playing with Operator and stuff. So I don't know yet, like how's the way the game is going on, but I know a lot of teams are trying new things, you know. So we need to see like on the.
What's your opinion on the Outlaw?
I actually played a lot against it and with it, and I don't think it's broken because it's kind of expensive gun, so you cannot buy like every single round, and it counters with shield, like a full shield. So I think it's strong like against when you're playing like anti-eco and stuff, you know, because you only one shot the other guy. But otherwise, I don't think it's that strong. I don't think it's broken.
You guys are going to be in Group A alongside Cloud9, Furia, and NRG. So, what are your thoughts on taking on those three teams?
Well, I think would be really interesting matches, especially the Fura and NRG ones, because we got Mazin playing against his old teammates, and we also got Bazooka against Chat, which has like a long history. So I think would be really good games. Let's find out.
What are your expectations for this team for this year? Where do you think MIBR stands compared to the rest of VCT Americas?
Answering the first question, the meta that I have is like to go to the international stage, actually like international tournament, sorry. Like going like to Madrid or to China or to other games, like to going to champions. I think that's the main thing that we want. And about the tier list, I don't know how to say because we didn't play against the other teams. We don't know how they are looking now. I don't know. I don't know how to say that question, bro. Sorry.
Mas é isso, pessoal, o vídeo vai ficando por aqui. Deixa sua opinião sobre tudo isso aí nos comentários. Aquele abraço, até o próximo vídeo.